Nsync fans, I'm happy for you and I'm gonna let you fangirl, but Backstreet Boys is the greatest boy band in the world. Hey there YouTube! A sentence besides being a 4-year-old reference is a sentence that is either met with cheers or death threats. So the VMAs happened on Sunday and that's something I normally wouldn't care about. The big story from that, besides whatever the heck that Miley Cyrus did, was that Nsync performed for the first time in like 11 years. 110 seconds of 90s nostalgia. It was an explosion of feels from pretty much everyone, but you know, I wasn't that excited. Not because I hate boy bands, you all know that I love boy bands, but I wasn't excited because I was and I am a Backstreet Boys fan. It's not like I dislike Nsync or their fans at all, it's just not a fan. It seems like people from my generation, the 90s kids, were either Backstreet Boys fans or Nsync fans, and God forbid you were both. Just like this huge battle of the boy bands, just an intense rivalry between the fans of both of the bands. But why the intense rivalry? It's not like it was just a 90s thing and just between Nsync and Backstreet Boys. You should see the drama that goes on between Big Time Rush and One Direction fans. Like, don't even get me started. Essentially, boy bands are all the same. It's just a group of good-looking guys who sing and dance. Most of the time, I'm looking at you, One Direction, and sing catchy pop songs normally about love. It's a formula. It works and it makes girls crazy. I am no stranger to the boy band phenomenon. Essentially, anywhere there's two boy bands, you're going to have some sort of rivalry. It's not just with the 90s or with Big Time Rush and One Direction. It's between Johnny's Idols and other Japanese groups and Chinese groups and Taiwanese groups and Korean groups. It's just everywhere. It's just a rat's nest of sassy girls who want the best for their boys. The rivalry probably comes from a culture based on super intense feelings for just one group. Once you become a fan, you're not just a fan of the music, you are a fan of the boys, and only those boys. Most of the time. Boy bands don't just sell records, they sell personalities and the dreams of little girls. When you become a fan of a boy band, you become a fan of the boys in the band, and they become these larger-than-life idols that can do no wrong. And when you love a group that much, you become defensive. Being a boy band fan is a big job. You gotta stalk their Twitters, and you gotta watch all their music videos and what other videos they make, and you gotta read all the interviews and follow their Instagrams, know all of their songs by heart and know all the dance moves, and just, there's so much work that goes into being a big fan of a boy band. Just consume all of the things. But you know your boys, and other groups just seem like a less good version of your group. Other groups probably and most definitely have their own good points and awesome things about them, but you have just spent so much time learning about this one group that you don't have time to learn about another one. Because you don't know anything about them, they're automatically worse than your group. And I think that's really where all of the rivalry comes from, and sometimes it's a little bit fun. It's really easy to get swept up in the harmonies of a 5-piece boy band. Some people see it as childish or stupid or shallow or not real music, but you know what? It's just fun. It's fun to be a fan of a boy band. It's fun to just go crazy over these cute boys. And you know what? The rivalry is pretty fun too. Getting too defensive and nasty and mean to other people is just not cool. Just play nice. While I'm not a fan of Nsync, their reunion brought back a lot of good memories of fighting between my friends in elementary school about which group was better, Backstreet Boys or Nsync. It was just really fun to relive that piece of my childhood. Let me know in the comments if you were a Backstreet Boys fan or an Nsync fan. I will be very interested to know. You may have noticed that my background is a little bit different. There's still some Doctor Who back there, but I am at #studios today where I work, and I decided to borrow some lights and just make a nice looking vlog to test it out, you know, as you do. Speaking of #studios, In the description below or right here, you can find a video that I worked on about Otakon. You saw my vlog from earlier in the month, but this is kind of a more editorial piece, and I filmed some of the things in it and my voice is in it. That is all I've got for you guys today. If you like this video, please feel free to give it a thumbs up because that helps me out. I am Christy Lou. I am kind of vlogging a lot in August. Till next time, mata ne!